take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage, run after run, and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense can get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
A lot of people had this game circled this week. Two of the best teams so far squaring off here in Week 5. Returnable from the 1. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. It's last season's Offensive Rookie of the Year at the helm, Brock. What a rookie season he had. Led his team to the conference title game for the first time since 1991. It's Jaden Daniels.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, he cares less about those two numbers. It's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up second down.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
Play fake here, Daniels. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a third pass now here. Daniels throwing on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led up by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. First carry now for Austin Eckler. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5. Right up next to that line of gain.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Love this. Tight end getting a run. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a gain of 4 there. And it brings up an LA first down.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that first down. Well done.
Stop this play from getting any more yards.
You know what I like about that, Dick? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
right, set now, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again, following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I don't know why, Kate, but when I'm thinking of this series that we all just watched, I just hear the sound, but not a whole lot of other ways to describe the set of downs that we just watched and the results that followed. It was 3rd and extra long, and now it's 4th and forever.
And this will hit the goal line and then go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Won't get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio. This guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense. And it can suck the wind out of that defense.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Daniels on 1st down. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
To throw again on 2nd down, Daniels. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
8-yard pickup. And the Commanders' 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Man in motion, out of the slot. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. And they're trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And they get this down to the 28. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Commanders will have a first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
He's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. First carry of the game now for the rookie out of Arizona. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards.
And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
Chargers, nothing.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. Jukes one defender. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Chargers get their offense set for their 2nd drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. It's caught. That's Mike Williams. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On 1st down, here's Eckler. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. 4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. 7-0 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. From the 46. Throw left side, complete. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. All down by Dorrance Armstrong.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third down give to Hampton. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. He cuts it back right. And he can't get the touchdown, Brock, but plenty of yardage. He goes out down near the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the...
And he has the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. He put everything he had into this one. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
A gain of 42 yards on the play. First down, Washington.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Throwing on first down, Daniels. Now he takes it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Washington.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll come up first and 10. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he comes through big here. 9 yards and second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
On second down, Robinson. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it as they take him down for a loss. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Staying with Robinson. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, two sides charging each other, and they meet right at that line. And they didn't have to try and backward. All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. Now Daniels on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Check.
Here's Hampton to open the drive. They're driving them closer and closer, Brock. This play made behind the line. They're now back at the 6.
That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers. And if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Hand off now to Eckler. Works it past the 20. And he's finally marked down at the 34. They get 28 out of that play. And the Chargers will have a first.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing now, Herbert. And a man is there to knock that away.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It's going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Conklin brings it in. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's brought to you in well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it sets up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Herbert now off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Herbert from the gun. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. The Commanders set to take over. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
From the 22 on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. Just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
It's 3rd down.
Trying to get it with the option. Big gain has them across the 40. And he's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
And the Washington first down.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. It's the Commanders, who have 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line.
Brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
From the 40 on 2nd down. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain.
Well, you can scratch that one from the playbook, and you're not going to call it again if you can't impact the D-tackle. You just saw him sitting right there. He was ready for a feast, and he buried that draw before it could get started.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Completed over the middle. And he's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. 3rd down give to Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
On the return, here comes Davis. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
Has him up. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And he's fortunate to cover it himself, but the clock's still running as we count down to halftime. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have, now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. From the 20 on 2nd down. He's running with it. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders will add to their lead at the end of the half. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game.
Commanders 17, Chargers 7.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looking to throw. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Here comes the final play of our first half. He's back to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Here come the Chargers for their first drive of the second half. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a 1-score game here. Chargers getting set. First and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
First down, ball at the 36.
At the 36-yard line.
Staying on the ground with Harris. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schler, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. To the air this time, Herbert. Into the hands of Conklin. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
On the give, here's Eckler. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. They only get a yard out of that run. It's going to be second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second down at the 27-yard line.
Play action now for Herbert. That throw finds Conklin. And this is going to get him right up near that first down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7, third down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Herbert slides to a stop with enough on that play to move those chains.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
On the throwaway.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
Give him a couple on the run, and they'll need the same here. Third and goal at the 2.
Brings up third and goal.
Going power with the big tight end. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down.
Gosh, I just love seeing wrinkles like that added to your offense in these key situations. Kind of call it the Andy Reid effect. He's been so good down here near the goal line, and that one, well, it almost went in for 6.
Leaving the offense out there, it's fourth and goal from the 1. In a 2-score game, this game will remain. The defense ready for that one. Got him on fourth and goal. They turn it over on downs.
Result of the play is
Hey, fourth down, I get it. You want the ball with your biggest playmaker. And a lot of offenses, that's quarterback. They trusted him to run for it, but the defense locked it down.
The Commanders and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. And his attention has gone to all of their receivers, Brock. This guy has continued to do damage in the passing game as well. Quite a weapon they've been able to use him as throughout this contest. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's him the first.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Daniels now on first down. Finds Brown right side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. It sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the gun, it's Robinson. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Daniels off the play action. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's scooped up by the Chargers. And he will take it back for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers start the second half with some needed points. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers cut it to a field goal game.
Commanders 17, Chargers 14.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. This is hauled in by McLaurin.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Daniels setting up the play action. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Going on 1st down, Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That's now the 3rd sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think. How many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Daniels now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And that brings up 4th and long.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Washington field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this 3rd quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent, but in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Harris once more. Dukes out a one-stop. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. A counter give to Eckler. Duke the defender. He surges ahead for 5. Make it second down.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Herbert. That one's good to McConkey. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Herbert from the gun. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, second down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and he netted some positive yards.
They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
QB keeping this one, turned into the option on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Los Angeles! The Chargers come through to tie it in the 4th. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
The touchdown brought it even, and this try can give them a 4th quarter lead. And he comes through on the kick to give them the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Makes the score. Chargers 21. Commanders 20. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead. The Commanders all set to regain possession. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
The thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Play fake here, Daniels. Oh, stiff arm. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, These little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd and just 2 to go. To throw, Daniels. This is hauled in by Samuel. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That one gains 7. And the Commanders will have a first.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Play action now with Daniels. Steps up and he's running with it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an applause. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing he woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Out of the gun, Daniels. They look underneath him, Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defense linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
3rd and long.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Back to throw it. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. It looks to be at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Eckler. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
This is Harris on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Looking to throw. Has him on a quick hitter. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chargers holding just a 1-point advantage. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. J.K. Scott will kick it away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Brought in right side by McLaurin. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down and gain of right around 3 yards.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here he is to throw. He gets it right back to McLaurin. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. He'll look to throw it. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Quick slant to Samuel. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket. They're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. Here's Robinson. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That came right up to the doorstep of success. Nice play, though, to make some contact and stop him a yard shy of the conversion.
Yeah, these defenders, they just want to get to that next play. After you give them a touchdown, even if it's not their fault, right? Snap and clear. And that hyper-focus and extra motivation led them to sniffing out that call and being able to react just in the nick of time.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Dumped off to his running back. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
8-yard gain brings up second down at the 33-yard line.
From the 33 on second down. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. McConkey's got it again. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Now Herbert again. It's to Williams over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another.
Here he goes, one final shot. Getting out to his left. Now he takes it, and they got him. They took him down before it could get to that goal line. No time left, zeros on the clock. This game's over. So what a way to get them the win here, Brock. A touchdown-saving tackle just before the goal line. It doesn't get any closer than that. Defenders coming over to celebrate as they should. That game-winning play. And this contest, whew, is going to be one we remember for a long time to come. So for